Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Brad.
I am Jazz.
And you are watching Two Aussie Thrifters. We are full-time resellers and we put out 2 videos per week. And every month we do a What's Sold with 20 bolos and 5 nolos. Let's be honest, that's we made a mistake on.
So let's get straight into it. Item number 1 that we are on the lookout for. We sold these Johnny Blaze jeans, and Brad showed them to you originally in one of our Friday vlogs, and he said, I don't really recommend this, we're just experimenting. We can officially recommend it. We picked this pair up for 20 bucks. We ended up selling it for $99.95, so we made $52.96.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that. We've also sold the streetwear top in the same brand, so if you find it out there, definitely grab it.
Johnny Blaze.
Next up was this third birthday. It's a pretty rare game, but this one didn't actually have the game. It was just the case and the box. We ended up selling that for $49.95. We paid $5 in a bulk lot, so we made $29.46. So don't discount, games, especially if they're rare. Even if they don't have the game in there, they can sell.
Just the packaging. I did send the buyer a message and just said, hey man, you realize there's no game, right? And he said, yes, he has the game, no case. So bam! Beautiful. We sold this Macquarie dictionary and it was huge.
Massive.
I had to send it in a large box. I picked it up in a liquidation sale for $13. We sold it for $85.
That's crazy.
And I just guessed with the price. I wasn't really sure if people were looking for a giant-ass dictionary, but they are. $85, we made $46.45.
I don't know why anyone would pay $85 for a massive dictionary, but I'm happy to take it. Next up was this mobile hat. We picked this up in a big lot not too long ago off Facebook for 80 cents each. So we sold this vintage mobile cap for $79.95. We paid 80 cents originally for it and made $59.16.
I am loving the hats. We snagged these Sassenbide silk pants at Savers. They were brand new with tags. It is just coming onto the floor and I got it straight off the rack, paid $10 and we sold them for $139, which means we made $100.15 profit.
What a absolute bowler to keep an eye
speechless.
out for. Next up, R.M. Williams denim dress. We got this in a bulk lot. We paid $3.50 for each item. Sold this one for $56, which we're very happy with, making us $36.10.
I was surprised that that went for that amount pre-owned, but it's R.M. Williams. We sold this Sega Game Gear, like a handheld system.
Yeah.
We just sold it for parts. We weren't really sure if it was working or not, but we only paid $4. We sold it for $110 and we made $81.50.
Yeah, those Sega Game Gears, they're very notorious for not powering on with some of the solenoids. So we tested it, didn't actually power up, but people were able to fix them and they're quite sort of sought after. So definitely keep your eye out for those, even if they're not working. Next up, Aussie Vibram 5-finger shoes. Now, I have no idea why they would call these 5 fingers, because they go on your toes and they are the weirdest things you'll ever see in your life, but these things sell for great money. I actually saw 2 pairs of these on Facebook Marketplace and negotiated with the guy, paid $29 each including postage, and we sold these Aussie ones for $125.95 including postage, so $99.95 plus postage international, making us $52.06 on that one pair. And we also sold the other pair not too long ago for I think like $79.95, so we made some really good money on those.
Man, I wish I filmed you trying those on because it was funny.
I don't know how people wear them, they just feel so weird.
We sold a knife set, and we've never sold knives on eBay before, but this was a kitchen set. It was opened, but it was in the box. We got it in a local bulk deal, and our average cost of goods on that one probably worked out to around $5 bucks? We're going to call it $5. Could have been even better than that. But they ended up paying $80 for this and we made $51.
Yeah, very cool. Happy with that one. Another local deal we did was for these Star Wars figures. There was a whole bunch of loose and then there was some in the cases and then there was some that were like damaged in box. These were a set that were damaged in box, so we put them all together, loaded them up. We paid $15 for the set because we paid about $2 or $3 per item. We sold these ones for $81.80, so even damaged in box they still sell, making us $42.53.
Won't say no to that on damaged items. Tommy Bahama, not something we find very often, and we only ever pick it up if it's like a really great print or if it's a luxury, what's that called? Material.
Yeah, like silk is a great one for Tommy Bahama.
This one was silk and we picked it up for $5.
Yep.
And we sold it for $59.95, so we made $37.96, and someone is looking really rocking in that for spring.
Very selective with Tommy Bahama, as Jazzy said. Sold quite a few of the records that we picked up in, I think, the third lot now. We paid about $6 each on those. We sold this one for $52.80, including post. So we've been adding post on top of those records because that seems to be what most people are doing in that category. So we're just going to match the trend, and it gives us a little bit more money in pocket. So we made $26.10 after all our fees and shipping on that one.
We've been dipping our toes in with the records, and now we are going a bit deeper.
We just bought like 150 vinyl mailers because that last lot that we got, which is actually coming up in Friday's video, so you have to keep an eye out.
Stay tuned.
There's quite a lot in there as well.
We also sold this Corpse Bride collector's set of the character figures, and we got that from the same guy locally. He's been teaching us a lot of different things to look out for. So we worked out our cost on that was probably about $10, and we sold it for $80, so we made $45.20, and we are on the lookout for Corpse Bride.
Yeah, definitely nice little set. Probably going to someone for Christmas, I'd say, so have to get that one out. Now, I have to tell you a little bit of story about this next item. So I actually found this next NES action set with the grey controller, with the grey gun, which is quite rare. It popped up on Facebook probably a year ago now, and I dashed off to get it because it was like $250. Now,
you left our friend's house to go get it.
So I'm actually a collector of a lot of gaming gear, but we are thinning out the collection for our next adventure, so stay tuned for that. I paid $250, and this sold for $649 after about a week of being listed, so very happy with that. After all our fees and shipping, we did make $269.95, and I got to hold on to it for a year and enjoy it in the collection, so I'm very happy with that.
You got to keep it, you got to profit, and we got the space.
Yeah.
Winning. We sold this vintage Bart Simpson t-shirt really quickly, even though it was like yellowed, it had some marks on it. We paid $3.99. Where'd we get that one from?
That was Savers.
Yay, Savers. We sold it for $90 within a day, possibly same day as listing, which means that we made $64.51.
Yeah, happy with that. Very rare to find vintage stuff at Savers, but $3.99, I'll take it.
I could have tried cleaning it, but I prefer to just let the people who buy it clean it in the way that they want to, in case I stuff it up.
Next up, I love Tazos. I have a big collection of Tazos as well, which is a big passion of mine. Now, I have complete sets for myself, and then I have some extra partial sets that were just sitting in the cupboard. So I threw this one up, zero cost of goods, because I literally bought like thousands of these and got them for a very cheap price. This set was $214 out of $220, so I was only missing 6 Tazos, and we sold it for $75. So after our fees and shipping on that, we made $50.95.
They've been going fast. If I see them in the op shops, I am going to grab them if it's for the right price.
Yeah.
I have never seen this DVD set before. It's the Duchess of Duke Street. We got seasons 1 and 2 at a garage sale. It was a deceased estate, and we actually got out of there pretty quickly because the vibes were a little bit vulture-y, but we grabbed this for $1 and we sold it for $59.95, so we made $41.96, and I would grab that again.
Yeah, DVD set to keep an eye out for. We don't do a heap of DVDs, but there's people out there that know that category way better than us. You would have seen us pick this item up from the garage sale probably a couple weekends ago.
We paid $600.
Yeah, for a bunch of items, caps, jerseys, jumpers, shoes. So we sold this particular New Zealand Warriors to 2020. It was the Nines rugby, so very cool print. We paid $7 per item on these. Sold this one for $60 and made $36 profit.
Between the jerseys and the caps, that bulk buy has been fantastic.
Yeah, the hat's been fine. Yeah,
really good. You also did really good on these
awesome
calculators, and this is, in my mind, just the perfect flip. So Brad was on some auction sites and saw these Texas Instruments calculators come up. They were brand new. He paid $32 each, and we got 6 of them, and we've been selling them for $199, and we are now out of stock. So we were making like $129.15 profit on those.
Yeah, so the TI-84 Plus, keep an eye out for them. Even out of the package, they can sell for sort of $50 to $60. So these were brand new. I knew there was going to be great money in it, and now we're sold out. So
perfect flip.
Yeah, definitely. Next up, a couple of videos ago, we picked up these SMS Santini jacket. We also picked up like some shorts and some shirts. They had the AIS logos on them. We paid $15 for this one and sold it for $84.99, newer tags, and made $49.24 on that individual item.
Happy with that. I wasn't actually sure how high those were going to go, so yeah.
Happy with that.
Alright, let's get into the NOLOs, because we are not on the lookout for these items anymore.
First up was this Sassenbide lace dress. We paid $5 a long time ago. We sold this for 20 plus post. So we did make $11.27, but women's category is not something we're great at. We'll leave that in the hands of people like Thrifty Pixie. So we only made $11.27. But it took way too long for us.
Yeah, comes right down to style, because earlier in this video we talked about the Sassenbide silk pants that were amazing. This style of dress just isn't in anymore. It took us way too long.
Definitely.
We also sold this review shift dress, and this was not a good listing. We only paid $3 and we sold it for $18 plus post. We made $12.30, but it took so long, and it was a really bad photograph. It was the older style of review, because review is a good brand, but we just stuffed this up.
So we only ended up making $12.30 on that item. So good to get it out, but again, too long. Next up, Blue Velvet DVD. We picked this up for $1. We've been clearancing a lot of the DVDs that have been sitting there for $10 plus $3.30 post. So we did make $7.01 profit, but again, sat around for too long. Not really something we'd be looking out for when we're in the thrift store.
Just like this pair of Innovair square-toed leather heels. We picked them up for $14. I don't remember buying them. I don't know where we got them from, but we ended up just clearancing them for $30. We made $3.50. The customer said that they were really nice style in their good feedback they left us, but we disagree.
Definitely not looking out for those.
It did not work out for us.
Next up was a Nest game that we picked up in the bulk lot. So if we were to find this individually, obviously we probably wouldn't pick it up, but as a bulk lot, you get what you get. So we paid $4 per item. We sold this for $17.50. So we did make $3.13. But again, if it was in the op shop, we probably just wouldn't bother with it. Now, we always do a breakdown of what sold for us in the month, the totals, the numbers, and the ASP. So let's get straight into that. So for the month of October, I can't believe we're in November again.
Stop it.
$26,064.86 in sales.
That's so many cat biscuits.
That is a lot of cat biscuits. So we are down from last month a little bit, but we kind of expect that in October, because most people tend to sort of save in October and start spending for Christmas in November. We've also had 2 of our states come out of lockdown, so people are probably heading back to the retail stores.
They want to go shopping.
We're not too concerned with that. We're just keeping listing and keeping things moving, and hopefully November will be a little bit better. We sold 480 items for the month with an ASP of $54.30. So above that 50 mark, which is where we like to be. We always love hearing from you guys what you've sold for the month, so let us know your BOLO and your NOLO. It's always great to hear those crazy sales and those things that you aren't looking out for. So drop that in the comments and make sure you give us a big thumbs up, and we will see you next time on Twazzy Thrifters. Bye for now. Let's be honest, that we made a mistake on. Every week